Let's get our minds blown away for this. How about that? Let's see what we got here. Extreme have a new album coming out called 6 on the 9th of June. So this is the first single, the first video for ages. People have been talking about it for ages.
Taste it, take a bite of your life, don't you waste it. Ride the lightning, blow the thunder. You're the chosen one. I'm gonna lift you up, straight to the top. I'm gonna raise you up, then rip you apart. I'm gonna lift you up, watch you rise, watch you fall. Gonna raise you up, rise.
Really nice, pleasant, it's got power, and we know he can do all kinds of stuff. He can do soft stuff. He's proven it with like the multi-platinum song More Than Words, and he can sing heavy. He's done other bands too. I'm happy with it. It's going straight into the song. What I mean about it is, look, Gary Sharon played in, he sung in Van Halen, he sung Extreme, have a wide catalog, Waiting for the Punchline, different kind of stuff, which was their 4th album. It's gone much more basic than a much more produced second album, On Graffiti, and third one, 3 Sides to Every Story. I thought that was the really high production. Curious what they're doing on this one right now. I'm talking about those albums because those one I remember the most. I listened to a lot when I started off playing the guitar. That's kind of my era when I first started playing the guitar. Those were the big songs, the big album that came out. It sounded good there. You know, the harmony comes in later, so it's building up the song. I'm supposed to freak out over the solo. Everyone's freaking out, so let's see when we get there.
Taste it, take a bite of your life, don't you waste it. Ride the lightning, blow the thunder. You're the chosen one. I'm gonna lift you up, straight to the top. I'm gonna raise you up, then rip you apart. I'm gonna lift you up, watch you rise, watch you fall. Gonna raise you
One thing I'm curious about is this. So if you're a fan of Extreme, right now I feel this, one of the things that I like the most about Nuno Pettencourt's guitar playing throughout the years is not only is he able to diversify and do a lot of different approach to his style, he still sounds like himself. One of the things I love the most, and that we do in DragonForce too, is every time there's a section, when he plays it, like when there's a verse, the verse repeats. It's always a slightly different approach to it. He plays it a little bit different. He adds something I would call a different lick. A lick is like a little passage, a little piece of music. It will be slightly different each time he comes back. So he's not just repeating. It's not a copy and paste job with his guitar playing. It's not like I played it once, copy and paste. You know, he reapproach it the next time, slightly different. It keeps the music interesting, especially for people that listen to guitar, listen to the music in a deeper level. He transforms the next way. He approach it differently. It's not the same. You always hear something coming up later on. It's like, oh, wait a minute. Phrase it differently next time. Play a different melody to finish off. There's always something really cool about his playing. And that's something I learned that why we do in DragonForce all the time. It's not the same lick playing again. We try to change it a bit. On the 3rd DragonForce album, the 4th DragonForce album, there's so much that I even can't remember. Sometimes there's like a little change here, a little subtle change to make it more interesting, to tell you that this is not just repeating. We're thinking ahead all the time. Let's see if he's doing that on this one, or he's trying to keep it more straightforward and simple. Perfect timing. You saw that? He just dropped in that little lick there, little pentatonic lick. He just added that little. It's different than the first run. The first time he played that riff on the verse, he didn't do it. Now he just did it. He added a little detail in there, which is different. It keeps you more interested. It builds the song as it goes along the way. And it also, I feel like, is educating the listener into hearing music that is not just repeating all the time. I always like more.
It's gonna watch while you have your final meltdown. What you were, what you are, what you are no more. They can feel it, they can taste it. Get you up, spit you out, defecated. Oh, I wonder, trampled under. You're the chosen one. Gonna lift you up, straight to the top. I'm gonna raise you up, then rip you apart. I'm gonna lift you up, watch you rise, watch you fall. Gonna raise you
Even in the chorus here, there's a slight little changes here in variety. I think in the approach and backing vocals there, a little bit on the guitar. I can sing. So this is cool. This is really the first real time of me hearing this song. I'm getting excited now because there's definitely a little bit of a change of rhythm as well. Earlier, I think in the other section of the song, it's not the same all the time. Woo! Let's see where the guitar is gonna lead us. We're getting close here. We're in the middle part of the song now. Middle. Guitar solo on the first listen. Woo! Look, this is the first time, I mean really the first time for me to hear this solo. I don't know if I heard this song or not at Nuno's place a year ago. Right now, hearing this live and seeing it being performed, how do I view this? Let's analyze this solo. Not just the audio aspect, actually the visual aspect. I feel like sat there and thought, you know what? I know what I can do, what I like to do. And he really threw in a lot of what we love about his playing into this solo. He's not holding back on this one, and it's kind of what we want to see. Though I'm sure Nuno has seen social media, and we talked about this on the Twitch stream. I don't know, maybe we didn't. We just outside of stream about how many insane guitar players are these days. So he's throwing his A game on this one. I love the palm muting stuff here he was doing. So palm muting is where you put your hand here, you mute the strings when you're playing it. Which is well known for some of the songs like that has some kind of technique. We need to watch the solo again. I think that's the best way to do it. Once is not enough. I think that's where it starts off. You know what? I like long solos. That's something we've been missing for a while. He's making the guitar sing. He's not just playing fast. He's starting on fast, like those bends. Let's how I build up the solo. He's making the guitar sing. Those bends are very important. Some people call them boomer bands. He's getting those band there. He's creating a feeling. He's getting you. He's just grabbing you into it. There's excitement in there. There's energy into the bends. Because sometimes you just play single notes, it doesn't get that dynamic. If you're playing just scales, fast notes, you know. It can be a bit non-dynamic. He's doing the bends, and bends is sometimes, I feel like it's a missing technique of this generation. The singing bends is a little bit missing. It kind of got a bit loose in the middle. Wait, he's kind of like broke the time on that. Whatever note he's actually down tuned half a step. did all this little kind of breakdown to kind of break it out, break the time, not just being like this, like a machine. It created that feeling. It's kind of interesting, you know. He's breaking it and he's bringing in the fast stuff with the palm mute run. It's really thought out, and I feel like I like the bit in the middle where it's a bit loose now. He's loosening it up a little bit, kind of like hitting the strings hard, that kind of thing, putting some dynamics in there. Then he's going into this run, which reminds me a bit of some of the solos in Pornography. Take into account this, because this is a Nuno Bettencourt guitar solo. The way for him to play this is much harder for him to play than you playing it. What do I mean by that? You're gonna play this probably sitting down at home if you're gonna learn it, or you're gonna have your a lot of people have the guitar strap high. He has a guitar strap super low. That's why he has to do a certain move where you gotta bend your head this way, where your head hangs this way, for you to get to the neck, because it's so low. When your guitar is really low, in order to play certain solo, you gotta bend in a certain direction. It's actually harder than you think if you have the guitar low.
I'm gonna lift you up, straight to the top. I'm gonna raise you up, then rip you apart. I'm gonna lift you up, watch you rise, watch you fall. Gonna raise you up, rise. Gonna lift you up, straight to the top. Gonna lift you up and rip you apart. Gonna lift you up, watch you rise, watch you fall. Gonna lift you You got what you want. You got what you want. Oh yeah. You got what you want. Yeah.
Even at the end of the song, he still managed to add a different feel into the riff. So it's not the same as before, you know, he just didn't finish it. That's why I like it. I'm ready for another extreme album. I don't know about you, but I'm ready for one after hearing that song. Yeah, that was a great guitar solo, and it's great to see these legends coming back with an album, and then you hear the playing. It's like, what's great about this solo? Apart from the techniques, apart from the melodies and the playing, the dynamics, is this. What I love the most about this solo is that it created this energy, memory in my mind. It brought me back to when I first started playing guitar and first hearing Nuno Bettencourt's guitar playing. When I first heard him on the song Play With Me, you can hear that tone in there. Play With Me, first time I heard it on Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Hearing the guitar playing, the tone and the song remind me of the great times of listening to the Pornography album. Wow, it's a new song. I'm not hearing an old song, I'm hearing a new song. And that solo really kind of created that thing that made me feel, you know what, make it exciting, made me go, yeah. I heard a lot of guitar solos in my life. I have played a lot of guitar. I heard many bands throughout the years. That guitar solo made me super excited. It kind of it inspired me to play the guitar and practice. I think this is the special, there's a special thing about this guitar solo. If it can create that for me, for a professional that have to stare at a guitar every day and record music, I can't imagine. Actually, I can imagine, because I was there at the beginning when I was 16 learning to play the guitar. What it would make a younger, someone new to the guitar feel. It must be super inspiring to see that. And Nuno Bettencourt is another person that do not age. He doesn't age. He's got more hair. I feel like the older he gets, the more hair he's got. And we talked about this before. So make sure you watch my conversation with Nuno Bettencourt on that Twitch stream I did with him. Right? But he doesn't age. So you look at this is still fresh and this is still exciting. I think anyone can get into that. If you're older, you're younger, it doesn't matter. That was super cool. That guitar solo, you know, I'm gonna ask him, how the fuck you do that shit? Give me some tips. I can learn a few licks from that. If you agree with me, or if you don't agree with me, write down, put in the comment, let me know what you think about this analysis of the new Extreme song, Rise. Let me know. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe right here, right now. DragonForce YouTube channel.